Hey guys, Soro Disney here, and it's time for Wednesday's vlog of randomness, and I'm going to have to enunciate that word because I didn't realize when I came up with this segment title that the word randomness would be so hard to say if you haven't slept, or if you're tired, or if you're just feeling lazy. So yeah, I'm going to have to enunciate the word randomness so I don't just fly through it and it sounds like randomness. So yeah, which somewhat sounded right, but oh well. So today's topic for Wednesday's vlog of randomness actually is no topic, obviously. This is the Seinfeld of pop. This will be where I talk about everything and anything going on right now, whether it's in my life, whether it pertains to me, whether it doesn't, whether it's going on in the world, but obviously we know the topics, as you guys know by now, I stay away from. We're not talking politics, we're not talking religion, we're not talking sex, but we are talking anything and everything other than that. And usually it'll probably be theme park related, but that's just how it works. But today I actually want to talk about a couple of things. Before I get started, I wanted to do a little housekeeping on the randomness video, which is funny because that's basically what I've been doing. That's the reason why Wednesday vlog of randomness has been made into a segment. Why? Number one, I don't have anything for Wednesday. Number two, I do daily videos, but I can't necessarily consider myself a daily vlogger because I'm not necessarily on here every single day. Now, there is a video every single day, but I can't guarantee you will see me every single day. You may see Ashley, you may see AJ, once in a blue moon, you may see Will or Ben, and every once in a while, we may get a surprise and you may get a special guest. Someone that's not normally on the channel. But that's the reason why I decided I wanted to do this segment. Number one, I'm sure when you guys and girls out there click a Halloween Horror Nights video or a Raw recap, that's what you want me to talk about. You don't want me to wax poetic for about 10 minutes talking about what randomly is going on in my life. So, I decided to throw that into this video. And that's what I'm going to do from now on. Wednesday's video will be totally random. Now, I know I'm going to be completely honest with you guys and say that next week is not so random. But the reason why is because I'm working on a segment actually to talk about theme park perks. So that'll be next week's random video, which is not so random. But usually they're going to be random videos. And when I'm in Orlando, the vlog of randomness may be something really, really bizarre. Like, who knows, maybe one of the vlogs of randomness, I may go and hang out at the Mystic Fountain at Lost Continent at IOA. Or maybe, per se, I might check out Citizens of Hollywood at Hollywood Studios. Or maybe, before they're gone, I may check out the Giggle Gang, if they're not already gone by the time I get back, at Magic Kingdom in the new Fantasyland. But it's anyone's guess what I'm going to do. And that's the reason why this segment was created. And to fill time. Now I have a legitimate schedule here on Pop, and it's awesome. And of course, there will be other things added to it. Halloween Horror Nights talk, and obviously Oscar talk, since we are coming upon our video for October for Academy Award predictions. So we'll see where we go with that. So, and new segment also starts tomorrow, so the first sip and snack will be tomorrow, actually. I will be talking about Surge. I have Surge now. I have access to Surge, and I'm very happy at that. Not happy that I haven't had any yet, because I wanted to have my first sip for you guys on camera, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. And I'm going to, there's like a Little Debbie cake, which is kind of like an oatmeal cream pie, but it's peanut butter. I've never heard of that before. It's brand new. My mom found it, so we're going to go ahead and try that. And, 'tis the season. Excuse me. I want to tell you guys right now, if I have, it's been a long time. I do not recall eating Twinkies in my life. Now, I'm sure I have before. I almost guarantee I have. But I don't remember them enough to even comment on them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a Twinkie here on camera. Yay! Have a Twinkie here on camera. Sponge cake on camera. That's what I'm going to have. And, I probably going to throw in a couple energy drinks as well. So that'll be your video for tomorrow. And it looks like next week we're going to look in all gratin potatoes. We'll see what happens. So that's just scheduled, not necessarily sure if it's going to happen. Of course, if you are a regular Pop viewer, you will know that this weekend obviously means AJ time, which means we have got the movie reviews. We're going to be watching St. Vincent and John Wick tonight. We're going to be watching Ouija tomorrow. And basically what I'm trying to say is this. When I say tonight and tomorrow, I obviously mean for tomorrow. So yeah, basically I just totally screwed this up. So yeah, sorry about that. We're going to be watching John Wick and St. Vincent on Thursday night, tomorrow night, and we're going to be watching Ouija on Friday morning. We already watched Kill the Messenger last Sunday before we watched Mulholland Drive, which is awesome theatrically if you get a chance to see it, even if you're not a Lynch fan. Still awesome. And we have a couple also on that video as well. Next week after that, of course, is Halloween, so obviously we're going to put some horror movies on those videos, so we'll see what happens. The last scary-themed verse is coming this Sunday. It's going to be Game is Your Cryptic Comment. I'm sure you probably can figure out what I'm talking about. It's pretty simple, very mainstream. You're going to know. You're just going to have to decide what it's going to face off against. Is it going to face off against itself or something else? We'll see. Ashley returned on Saturday. Gaming with Ash took a little bit of a hiatus, but no issues. It is now back, and back with a vengeance. Ashley will be returning, and he gave us a video last week. He's going to be giving us a video this week, so yeah, that's what we've got. So, that's the schedule for this week. Obviously, Hell in a Cell is this Sunday, also is the WDW Today live podcast, so I'm going to be bouncing back and forth between those. Your Hell in a Cell recap is going to be coming on Sunday. And it sounds to me like your NXT and SmackDown video may be coming on Saturday to coincide with that. I don't want to do it after the pay-per-view, so that's just kind of dumb. So NXT and SmackDown will probably be Saturday with Ashley's Gaming with Ash segment. So that's what I'm looking at right now. And obviously, after the pay-per-view is over on Sunday night, I will do the recap, and I'll get it up for you guys sometime on Monday. That'll be Monday's video. So that'll take up for the NXT and SmackDown recap. Either way, you're getting wrestling. It's not exactly the wrestling you're normally getting. So that's what we've got. So since this is all random, I want to talk about something that is kind of peculiar to me. There was a movie that was released in 2012 called Disconnect, which is really awesome. And if you get a chance to check it out, I definitely recommend it. It's basically showing how people just experience the negative sides of modern communication technology. There's 3 stories, and it's really good. Jason Bateman's in it, and Paula Patton's in it, Frank Grillo's in it, Alexander Skarsgård's in it. There's a lot of really awesome people that are in this movie. Basically telling you, you never know who you're talking to on the internet. You never know what the internet secrets may hold. Well, here's my comment right now that I don't understand. Okay, so I get emails every once in a while from these websites basically saying that you have personal information online right now and you need to have it removed. And I was like, okay, I'll remove it. Fine, I don't want people knowing who I am. Why should I? You people know I'm Sir Owen Disney. That's all you need to know. That's all anyone needs to know. That's all everybody knows. And if I have any skeletons in my closet, I don't want people to know about them. Because obviously, why would anybody want anything to know about it? If you want to get your name out there, that's one thing. But if you don't want to get your name out there, then I totally understand. So what do? You get rid of this information. So what do? I go in. It's the change in temperature. I'm sorry. You know it's the sinuses. I apologize. Excuse me. One day I'll solve this problem. Now, I go on this website, I was like, okay, fine. It's like, oh, I'll get rid of this, I'll get rid of this. I don't want this on the internet where people can see it, people can find it or anything like that. Type. Okay, let's see. I have 32 things online that shouldn't be there. Okay. So there are potential 32 ways that people can find out who I am. And I'm like, okay, I don't like this. Okay, I want to get rid of this. How do I do so? Go to the website. You have to pay $35 to get rid of this information. And then you have to pay $35 again to get rid of the second part of information. I feel like I'm talking to Squidward here. The thing about it is I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I understand it's a money operation. Totally makes sense to me. But here's the thing. Why? If I want information erased. Okay, I'll give you a good example. The National Do Not Call list. If a telemarketer calls you, and you don't feel like talking, or you don't feel like dealing with them ever again, you say, put me on the Do Not Call list. And they still call you. Alright? People will still call you. They don't read these lists, obviously. But some people won't. Now, if I say, okay, I don't want my personal information online, can you get rid of it? Yeah, if you give me $1 for every second And I was like, why? Why would I give you money to get rid of my personal information? That makes no sense. All you gotta do, doop, delete, gone, done the party. No, you have to pay for it. I don't get that at all. I don't understand why I have to pay $35 in order to get my name stricken from the record. So, if you want to find me online, it's very easy to do, and there's no way I can get rid of that information, no matter how much I try, unless I pay the fee. And that's just so dumb to me. I don't like it at all. I never have, I never will. If I want my information to be out there, I'll put it out there. But if I want it hidden so I can just keep it to myself, then I should have that option. I should be able to decide what gets online and what doesn't. I understand people can come in and they can find out all your personal information. Like, they can find out who your, 15th cat was, or they can find out where you went to high school, or they can find out just random things like, what did you do during your lunch break when you were in junior high? I can answer almost all of those things right here on camera, but I'm not going to because I don't need to. Why? Because if someone wanted to know them, they'd ask, because I'm pretty open when it comes to myself, and if you want to know anything about me, I'll gladly tell you. Now, granted, I may not tell you, in front of the camera, or I may not tell you where everybody can see it, but I may show you just so you can see personally. If you want to know something really deeply personal about me that I don't feel comfortable talking about on this channel, then I will gladly send you an email and be like, well, I like this, 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 and this, and I like this, this, and this person, and then I've done this, this, and this, and send, and then you have the information. Just, if I give you information, obviously, just don't necessarily share it with everyone. I mean, I get it. It's like, oh my god, I found out some personal deets about Sir Owen Disney. Well, yeah, you did, but I mean, I gave you that information in confidence, so hopefully, I'm not trying to berate anyone out there for trying to find information. I understand. I mean, it's really easy to find people nowadays. As a matter of fact, I don't try to find people. I didn't actively try to find people. Sometimes I find them via other means. I don't personally find them. People find them and they send them to me. So I wouldn't necessarily know any information unless someone gave that information to me. And I don't necessarily mean the person. I mean other people that are not involved or indirectly involved with the situation. I don't know what I'm saying. Like I said, this is the vlog of randomness, and it's just totally random. So yeah, that's what we've got. I don't understand why you have to pay in order to get your information removed off the internet. I understand it's a pay business, I get that. But I mean, if I want people not to know my middle name, why should they know my middle name? Seriously, I mean, if I want to tell you my middle name, I'll tell you, but I'm not going to. So, I mean, unless you ask. If you ask, I'll tell you, but I mean, that's fine. But I mean, I'm trying to keep a little anonymity here, somewhat. Not quite, but somewhat. Obviously, I show you this room, I show you the theme parks. Other than that, I really don't show you much, honestly, not because I'm hiding anything, it's just because, I mean, what's the point? I mean, there's no reason to really talk about stuff like that, and like I said, I'm not going to go outside my house and be like, hey, this is where I live, guys, come find me. So, no, I'm not going to do that, because you never know. I mean, you never know who you're talking to online. I mean, I could be talking to the greatest fans in the world, and I have the greatest fans in the world, and I appreciate every single one of you. And I appreciate all your views, and the fact that you've spread the word about Pop, and about this channel, and about all the content on this channel, and you get the word out yourself. You get the word out via the word of mouth, and I really appreciate that completely. Maybe there's somebody that stumbles upon this video that's not so nice about this, and maybe they're like, oh, I know where he lives now, so I'm gonna go and give him what for. Yeah, I don't want to deal with that, so obviously, I let you guys in, but I kind of keep the door shut just a little bit, so you don't find out everything. Now, granted, I'm sure people could easily find out anything they want to know about me, but I try my best to keep everything a little bit more secretive, if that makes any sense. Just how I am, I guess. So, that's just a really strange video that I put out today. Sorry about that. I don't know why I decided to talk about that, but that's just, like I said, it's the vlog of randomness, so I talked about random things. Speaking of random things, my friends at Something Different, they are wanting me to do a vlog with them, and I am 100% in, absolutely in, to do a vlog with Something Different, and I definitely want to hang out with them and check out the parks with them, do some cool stuff, and that's coming up soon. Now, I want to end with this video with another really awesome thing as well that I'm thinking about. So, I've decided that I am in the mood to do podcasts. And obviously, you know my expertise. I know theme parks, I know wrestling, and I know Halloween Horror Nights. So, and obviously I know a little bit about movies, but obviously AJ is probably the person that needs to be on that podcast, even though there's a good possibility I'll still be talking Oscar talk on a podcast before this year is over, if I had to guess. And by this year, I don't mean 2014, I mean by this award season, when it ends. So, if you're a fan of this channel, and you've got 15 minutes into this video, I'm going to tell you from this point on, every video, and we're going to try Grassroots Campaign. This is what I want to do. I want to be a part of these awesome theme park podcasts that are online. The ones I listen to, the ones that I enjoy, the ones that I really want to be a part of. Because I want to chat with these guys. I know some of them personally, I don't know some of them personally, but I'd like to chat with them. So, if you are interested in hearing Suro and Disney talk about theme parks or wrestling on a podcast, then please, by all means, I would like you to go to Find Orlando United. I'd love to be a part of Orlando United Radio. That would be totally awesome. And if you'd like to get me on the WDW Today podcast, I would totally love that. You can get me on WDW Today. If you'd like to get me on the Parkscope podcast, I'd love to be a part of that. And I would really like to be a part of the Trey and Adam show. I'd love to be talking wrestling with Adam Martin and Trey Stone. That would be really awesome. I really would enjoy that. And Wrestling News Source podcast, the WNS podcast. I'd like to be a part of that sometime. So, if you want to hear me talk about wrestling or theme parks or movies with any of these podcasts or podcasts I did not mention that would like to have me a part of them, then by all means, I'd like you to go use the interwebs and make this happen. So yeah, you can go to OrlandoUnited.com and you can check out Parkscope. You can check them out. You can go through WDWtoday.com or the Wrestling News Source through the WNS podcast, and I will have, next week I will put links in the description bars for their Twitters and their websites, so if you guys want to hear me on these podcasts, let them know. Let them know. They're asking for people to see if they want special guests. Let's see if my fan base here, you awesome people, can get me on one of those podcasts. That'd be totally awesome. So, I'm not going to say, like, put me on, like, the Nerdist or anything like that, because I'm not qualified, or it would be really cool to work with that guy with the glasses, because obviously they know a little bit about our stuff, whether they'll admit it or not. I would say that would be really awesome. But, yeah, like I said, WW Today, or to talk Disney, or theme parks in general, like, those are awesome friends of mine. I have not been on their podcast. I'd love to be. And Orlando United, love to talk Universal and other theme parks with them. And Parkscope, love to talk Universal and Disney and Halloween Horror Nights with them. That'd be awesome. And I'd love to just chat wrestling with Trey and Adam show and Wrestling News Source podcasts I listen to on the regular. So that'd be pretty awesome. So if you get a chance and you'd like to hear Suro and Disney on these podcasts, then let them know. I will put links in the description bar. I just decided right here and now. So, thank you guys and girls out there for watching. Tomorrow is the first edition of Sip and Snack. We're going to talk about Surge, and oh my god, I cannot wait to taste that delicious elixir tomorrow. Take me all the way back to when I was a little bitty Suro in Disney, and drinking that stuff like it was water. So yeah, that was the video for today, and as always, if you like these videos, tell your friends about them, leave a comment, and if you do leave a comment, and if you leave a derogatory comment, I don't need any negativity in my life. Like I said, I know a couple of you people are probably snickering right now, and I get that, but no negativity in my life. If it's a nice comment, friendly comment, if it's a constructive criticism comment that doesn't shoot on me personally, or any of the other podcasters on here personally, I'll put it up here for you to see. If not, I'll read it, but it won't get published, I'll tell you that right now. You're not going to get any Suro and you suck comments put up on this channel, because why? I don't need any negativity in my life. So you can do that if you'd like to on these videos. I totally would appreciate the likes and the subscribes. I'd love to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We're still about 300 away, so hopefully it's not an impossible goal is what I'm thinking right now. Hopefully it's not, but let's see if it is. So obviously you can hit me up on Facebook. It is Owen Disney. Follow me on Twitter at @SirOwenDisney. And if you'd like to send me questions, comments, if you'd like to say things you'd like to see on the vlog of Randomness, or ideas you have for verses, or if you want to become a podcast yourself, talk wrestling, Disney, Halloween, Horror Nights, Universal with me, it is SirOwenDisney@gmail.com. In the meantime, I want to thank you guys and girls out there for watching, and until tomorrow, boys and girls, that's all I got to say about that.